Oh my gosh. Oh, oh, thank you. This is an honor. This is true honor, man. First and foremost, I'm humbled and honored to be here tonight. I mean, never in my wildest dreams did I think I'll be a Hall of Famer. The initial dream as a kid is to make it to the league. I mean, you don't really dream too far, like, I want to be a Hall of Famer. You don't say that as a kid. Now to be enshrined in basketball lore is more than I can ever imagine. Let me just start off and thank you to Hall of Fame and the committee that voted for me. Appreciate that. You guys got it right. I'd like to especially thank the late, great David Stern and Adam Silver. David, that was a great handshake. Best handshake I ever had, by the way. Start off with my mom. My mom, she couldn't be here tonight. She's still here. She's getting older, couldn't travel. But I want to start off by telling you I love you. I know you had a lot of sleepless nights dealing with me, and I appreciate the sacrifices that you made, your hard work, your dedication, your stubbornness that made me the man I am today. I also like to apologize for burning down our house when I was 7 years old. I don't remember ever apologizing for that, but I guess God knew I had to repay you somehow. So I'm grateful to have made it to the league and got you a new one. So thank you, Mom. That's a true story. I was playing with matches. Next thing you know, I'm out in front and the house is coming down. All the kids in the neighborhood called me an arsonist. I didn't know what that was at the time. I didn't. I was 7 years old. To my two older brothers, Steve and Jamal. Steve, I'd like to thank you for setting the bar. My second oldest brother, he was drafted by the San Francisco Giants and drafted number 14. Not a lot of people know this, but he set the bar in the family. He played the AAA, up and down, AA, AAA, some MLB, but he set the bar for the family, and he gave me a vision, gave me an inspiration, something I could reach for. And so I'd like to thank you for setting that bar, Steve. My other brother, Jamal, thank you. So my oldest brother, Jamal, my brothers we didn't really grow up together. We were like 7 years apart and 9 years apart, so they were out the house. But Jamal, I'd like to thank you, man. I'll never forget the words you always ask me. You always ask me all the time, do you want to be good or do you want to be great? And I said, I want to be great. And I've always maintained that I wanted to be great, and that's what kept me driven and focused throughout my career. So thank you for, those words and installing that into me. So my Uncle Mike, I didn't have a father figure. He was my father figure. I'd like to thank my Uncle Mike for being there. One of the most instrumental moments in my life is when you put up that court in the backyard and allow me to work on my skills every day. I remember you going out to the garage sale, getting a cardboard and throwing it on the garage, finding a rim and throwing it up there. Didn't have a net at the time, but, I had something to shoot on. So I thank you for that and being a father figure. Pat Roy, my high school coach, is in the building. P. Roy, I remember 11th grade, we were playing one-on-one on the side court. You would always beat me young, but then I finally got the best of you. And you told me after that, you was like, you can be in the NBA. And at that point, I never thought about being in the NBA. I just wanted to go to college. You planted the seed. You made me believe, like, man, really? You really believe I can go to the NBA? So, I'm thankful for that, man. That wasn't the vision at first, That seed you planted, you made me believe, and, the rest is history. I appreciate that. Thank you, Coach. Scott Collins, a local police, Inglewood PD. He's one of the biggest influences in my life, a mentor, a guy who would come to the gym with me at 6 in the morning, open up the gym, my workout partner. He was a mentor for all the neighborhood kids too. You know, he would cut our hair, you know, with guys that had money to go to the barber. He'd open up the gym 6 in the morning before he even had to go to work as an Inglewood PD. You know, I thank him so much for being a positive influence. You know, I think it's important for kids to have certain positive influences in their life, you know, especially when you grow up in neighborhoods that's gang infested, drug infested. You know, it's important to keep people like that in your life. So Scott, thank you for, you know, keeping me off the street. You know, I played volleyball for him. He was in the PAL League. I don't know if anybody know what the PAL League, Police Athletic League, when we grew up. You know, he kept me off the streets. We played volleyball, baseball, and, you know, it was more than just basketball, you know, just keeping us busy. So thank you. I'll never forget those Lakers socks you got me. Also, growing up a Laker fan, I remember wearing those socks for a week straight. You know, thank you. You know, that was inspirational. So, you know, I appreciate that. Jay Crow, my best friend, growing up right here. Another, you know, thank you for being a positive influence, man. You know, like I said, you're my best friend. We could have strayed into the gang and street life, but we chose a different path. You weren't highly recruited, but I think we really pushed each other. We didn't have trainers like they did today, but we pushed each other. We would wake up 6 in the morning, run the sand dunes, go to the gym 12 at night. We pushed each other to be great. And you wind up from a guy who wasn't really recruited to having a 12-year pro career, you know, overseas. And, you know, we maxed out. We maxed out. We maxed out, man. So Roy Williams, my college coach, thank you for teaching me the game of basketball. You know, I came in as a McDonald's All-American to Kansas. I thought I knew everything. Come to find out I didn't know much. I didn't even know how to, you know, come off a down screen. But you know when I knew you were the coach for me, I signed with Kansas, and I knew you were the coach for me. When you came to the game, Inglewood versus Compton, packed, rowdy gym. And I looked up, you was the only white guy in the gym. I was like, I'm gonna go hard for him. I'm gonna go hard for him. I knew you was a coach for me. So man, thank you for always being honest with me. You know, every coach that came in promised me a starting spot. You promised me an education. You said, I don't know if you're gonna start. And that's why I trusted you. So thank you, coach. Appreciate that. Celtics. Coming out of college, I was a first-team All-American, projected #2 pick. And so I like to thank the Clippers, Vancouver, Grizzlies, Denver Nuggets, Toronto Raptors, Golden State Warriors, Dallas Mavericks, Sacramento Kings, Philadelphia 76ers, and Milwaukee Bucks. The 9 teams that passed on me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for passing on me and adding fuel to my fire. I appreciate that. I'd like to thank Rick Pitino, the coach at the time, Lester Connor, for going out and on the limb and drafting me. To this day, I don't understand how I slipped to number 10. I'm like, I was in shape, my shot was falling, I was running the line drills. I was like, how did I slip to 10? But, you know, everything happened for a reason, you know. Everything happened for a reason. You know, going to the Celtics, I'm grateful. Danny Ainge, Whit Grossbeck, Steve Pagliuca, thank you for believing in me. I honestly thought Danny was going to trade me. You know, he came in and just traded everybody. Traded Antoine. I was like, man, it's over for me. But y'all stuck with me. You know, we went through some tough times, and I appreciate you. You know, it took 10 years for you to bring this guy around. I mean, I told y'all in 2006, if we get here, we gonna win it. True story. I was like, hey, I mean, we had arguments on who was gonna go to, if I was gonna go to Minnesota or he gonna come to Celtics, and you know, it worked out. But anyway, Doc, I can't even lie, man. We didn't start off on the best footing. I know you wanted to trade me too. I know you did. I know you did. I mean, I was accustomed to doing things my way. Didn't like someone coming and telling me what to do. However, when I started to listen to you and understand your criticism as coaching, that's when I became great. So thank you. Also, this one I knew you as a player's coach. You know, I remember coming in to shoot around one time, hungover, and we had a game that morning, and we was running a play. And, you know, the play I was supposed to go through, cut through. And so we run the play, and I go to one knee, and he looked at me, and like, Paul, what you doing? He's like, Paul, come here. I'm like, oh man, you know, I'm kind of covering my breath. I know it's banging. So I kind of stopped short. He was like, Paul, go home and be ready for tonight. Get some rest. And I was like, thanks, coach. And I ran out of there. I'm telling you, I had 30 that night. We won. I was like, players coach. To all my teammates I ever played with and coaches I played for, there's too many to name, so I'd like to thank all of you. I think that goes without saying, KG, you were the most influential. You know, I apologize to you also. I remember we were kids and we went to Vegas and we jumped out the cab and ran and didn't pay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being a bad influence to a country guy that young. I never apologize so, man. I hope you understand. We didn't have no money at the time, so we were just trying to get the circus. But anyways, I appreciate you, man. So Derek and Tony Petit, thank you for saving my life. I think you all know what I mean. In 2001, I was stabbed 11 times. They got me to the hospital, and you know, that woke me up. That helped me realize how precious life was, and I appreciate that. Without them, I probably wouldn't be standing here today. I went on to play 82 games that year. There was no time management. What did you say? Load management, right. I didn't know nothing about that. I wound up playing 82 games, so I appreciate that. I appreciate life a lot more because of that incident. To my agent, Jeff Swartz, when I met you, you had 2 clients, dude. Look where you at today, on top of the world. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Oh my goodness. And thank you for being on this journey with me. You know, I like to say how thankful I am to the mothers of my children who are right here. I'd like to thank, I appreciate you all. To my kids, Priyana, Jazzy, Prince, Soleil, 3 girls, 1 boy. I remember Ray Allen said, when I had the 2 girls and a boy, he said, if you ever needed a boy, I could be there for you. I think he got like 4 or 5 boys. I was like, whatever, Ray, whatever. If you ever need a girl, holla at me. Oh man, one last thing. I got to pull this off my phone. I wrote this, so bear with me. You know, just I guess, you know, my last words are, you know, to my kids, never doubt that you are valuable and powerful and deserving every chance and opportunity in the world to pursue and achieve your dreams. Remember, you only fail when you stop trying. Never forget that whatever you go through, no matter what, I will always love you. Thank you.